Hi everyone, I'm Mom and welcome to Momna's Life Handmade. Today I have for you two DIYs and they are in pumpkin decor theme. Very farmhouse chic. One is in modern colors and the other is in traditional colors. They are easy to make and I think you're going to love them. You can place them in any area of your home, vignette, corner and use it in your decor. I hope you will like them. My today's video is part of the challenge called the Foodie DIY Challenge, whose theme for the month is pumpkin and is hosted by Nadia from DIY with Nadia, and her co-host of this month is from the channel The Crafting Cousins. I'll put link to both the channels in the description box of my video along with the playlist link so that you have more ideas in pumpkin decor. If you're new to this channel, please look around. My channel is about doing lots and lots of DIYs, high-end dupes, trash to treasures, everything related to home within budget. And if you love such content, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button given below the video, and do hit the little bell icon next to it and choose the ringing bell icon so that you're notified each time I post my video. For this DIY, I'm using this sign. This is in a bell jar shape and I had made this sign for the Valentines. But now let's time to change it. Now one can use the bell jar signs that are available in the Dollar Tree and use them straight away, paint it with white and go ahead with the next step. Or one can use cardboards, cut out 3 or 4 cardboard pieces in the shape of a bell jar, which is pretty easy to draw. Just a rectangle with rounded edges and a lid on top of it. And once you've cut 3 or 4 layers of it, just glue them together, stack them together and glue them up and cover them up with a white paper, and you have a sign as this. So I'll update this sign for the fall, for the coming Halloween. So let's first remove the attachments over it. So I had used this gingham over this, check over this. Now I'm going to use the other side, which is all white and ready to decorate. And I'm going to cover the lid with this orange fabric to match for the season. This was the piece of fabric or the buffalo check thing that I removed from here. It is also almost the size of this jar. It is not totally round, it's kind of elongated like a rectangle with rounded edges. This is required because I'll put it widthwise and then when I fold it, it gives a good shape. So using this as a template, I'll cut out some orange fabric for this. Now if you're doing it for the first time, because I had a template for this, the easy way out is cut out a bigger circle which is wider than the width of the jar, and then use it over this and trim off the extra. That's the safest way to do it if you don't have an existing template. Now you can always use a printout or a stencil or a sticker for this, but those who know me, they know that I love to sketch and make my own signs. So just sit back and enjoy. I'm using some color pens for this whole project. So you see how I'm using some crayons, and I'm also using a little bit of color pens to create the shades so much easier. And you can try this technique if you're not good with watercolors or acrylic or oil pastels. I think this is a great way of doing shading and making simple signs. Now I've cut a similar piece out. It's more of a rectangle with the curved edges. Using this as the template, and now I'm going to cover it. Now I'm going to keep the wider portion here. So bring it all till the midline like this and bunch it like this. So if you think this is extra, you can always trim it a little. So I think I'm going to trim it slightly more, and here's this. Now I trimmed it a little further. It's more like an oval now. So you have to see how it fits yours and go accordingly. Yes, now I think it looks better. Now the previous sign had a jute string, so one can use jute string, or to give it a more contrast, I found this dark brown string, and I'm going to use this for a better contrast here. It's almost like black. So I'm going to just hold it and tie around it. Just adjust the pleats so that it looks evenly distributed. Want to lift it and push it a little at the back, you can do so also. Make this look better, I think I'll glue this little flower here and maybe add a leaf also. Just glue it here. So here is a sign ready for the coming Halloween as well as for this fall season. For this DIY, I'm using this mini cutting board or mini cheese board. I had for the summers made it in the lavender theme. Isn't this beautiful? So I'm going to make it again for the fall season using some pumpkin theme. Now I'm going to use the back side of this. So I'm just going to remove the bow. This is a jute bow I had attached. So just remove that. So I have this clean surface. So if you're starting with a fresh piece, paint it and then start. You can paint any color that you wish to give the background. So this is going to be the background, the white background. And then I went on the internet and found some beautiful printables, and they are free to download, and I downloaded and I got it printed over an A4 size paper. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut very close to this print, and then we'll decoupage it. Make sure not to lose the details because they're very small tendrils and tips of leaves in this one. So if you're using one such printable, be a little careful while you're cutting it. You can even leave a little white edge if you need to, because if the background is the same color, you can take a little chance of leaving a little white background on the sides. Because my background is white, the white of this will merge with this because I still have to do some shading. So I'm just taking some decoupage glue and applying it on the surface and glue it. And always press center outwards so that you can push all the bubbles that are formed and the image can lie very flat over the surface that you're using. Again, as in all decoupage projects, I'm just covering this whole thing with another coat of decoupage glue or craft glue. You can just dilute the craft glue 1:1 ratio with water and use it as a decoupage glue. So once properly applied, just let this thing dry before we start the next step. Now as the print is very light, I'm just highlighting it a little more, giving it a little more dimension using some felt colors, so that the whole thing stands out beautifully. And just adding a little extra on top of the print will give it a new dimension and will make it look better. Here you see I just went outside my cutout, and this will help me join the background with the image very well. So that will reduce the difference between the background and the picture that I have pasted here. Isn't this looking pretty already? Now to get that shiplap look at the backside, which will look really great here, I'm using a ruler. Now the best part about using a ruler is I'll get exactly parallel sides as that of wooden planks. So I'm taking a felt tip black pen and marking it over the designs as well. So therefore this step came after I pasted my pattern here. So I'm able to make parallel lines here. That is the reason why I used a ruler. So I don't have to measure because it's a small cutting board. So I can easily make parallel lines over this. So first I'll highlight these lines and then do the shading. Next I'm using a black crayon and defining these places further. For the distressed feel all around this. This will not only define the shape of the cutting board but will also give it a more distressed look. Now one can just stop at this or add any other colors to it or any other pattern you want to do. I'm just adding a little ochre color. You can add grays or dull green, or just leave it like that. I just wanted the design to pop out more, and because all the colors are in cool shades, I'm using a warmer color tint for the background shading. I just added a little pale green with golden bow here, fabric ribbon bow, to go with these colors. So which one is your favorite? The modern colored cutting board sign or decor piece, or the traditional colors mason jar sign or decor piece? Do let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share this video, and if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all very soon with another DIY. Until then, stay positive, be creative, and be happy.